Hey everyone, Warwick's here. So I had a guildmate of mine actually send me a video and a couple screenshots. He also plays Mistweaver Monk in this channel. Now, if you've been watching my streams, you know that I'm now playing Evoker for raid progression purposes, but still very much playing Monk quite a bit, as much as I can in keys. Right now, I'm still trying to gear up the Evoker, try to get him maxed out, and things like that. So I haven't played a lot of Monk in the last couple of weeks, but I've been keeping very close eye on the changes. So this is my guildmate Finn, who asked me to review over a key that he did in Necrotic Wake. And I asked him to send me, of course, screenshots of his talents and his... this one is mostly about his stats and stuff like that. I'm not as worried about that. And then, of course, he sent me this video. We're going to go over this. Now, these are all my guildmates on this, so no shit talking. If you do, I will ban you. But I wanted to kind of start with this. Now, they've made some changes, obviously. This talent here, which is Ancient Teachings of the Monastery, is now just baseline. It's no longer actually a talent, so that frees up a talent point. It's kind of knowing that this is before those changes were implemented. Just kind of looking at this talent build, some things that I would maybe adjust for. I would probably take out Jade Walk here and grab something like Lighter Than Air for a little bit of extra mobility. Or I'd even grab something like Peace and Prosperity to give you a more active Ring of Peace. Those are small minor changes. Let's see, what else would I make any adjustments to? This talent here, which is quick-footed. You can potentially switch that out. It's very dungeon dependent. There's not a lot of slows in Necrotic Wake. And really, as I'm thinking about it, like only mists. Yeah, really only Mist that I can think of immediately has any real slows to it. So this talent, okay, Mythic Plus, but I think there's better value in it in potentially grabbing Paralysis Soothe. Not so much in Necrotic Wake, but it is very valuable in something like Grim Batal. And then you can grab something like this, which gives you rollback, gives you mobility back. Dance with the Wind is actually pretty good. Megaset has a short out on it. I will link to that. I'd recommend that you watch it. And then maybe even grabbing something like Lighter Than Air, which I love Lighter Than Air. It has so much value. Or if you want something that's a little bit more DPS oriented, you could grab this Touch of Death talent, which makes it so that you can Touch of Death a little bit earlier. Over in the Spectre, not a lot that I see that I would change. You can switch out this talent here, which is Uplifted Spirits. You can go trade it out for something like you could grab a point in Secret Infusion if you wanted to grab that. This is not quite the build that I would run. I'd have to go log into my Monk to see what the build that I would run actually looks like, because it's been a little bit. And obviously there's been some small talent tree changes. But yeah, I would run pretty much this build. Like I said, there's this point that I'd probably switch out. This point I would probably switch out as well and go grab something like Secret Infusion, or so that I can try to get to Jade Ignition. But other than that, pretty small. Gives the Celestials good for Mythic Plus purposes to get the thing on a minute cooldown. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through and watch this video in full, and we'll skip through like anything that's like boring or restarts. I just want to focus mainly on stuff that's in the action. So this is a 37-minute long video, but we're not going to watch this whole thing, of course. Some things that I'm looking at from a UI perspective. Don't really see anything that really stands out to me. We'll have to see how well you're tracking things like your HOTS. Small thing, I would adjust your Omni CD sizes or track less on your Demon Hunter, because you've got a lot going on here, like Chaos Break, Netherwalk, Blur, Darkness. Like definitely Chaos Break you don't need. And really, you probably don't need to track meta or the sigil. Same thing, these are Night Elves, so don't... Yeah, I mean, you can track Shadow Meld, but I don't think it's necessarily super valuable. I wouldn't track offensive cooldowns when it comes to being a healer personally. I don't use Omni CD anymore, but when I did, I didn't track... When I'm tanking, I track offensive and defensive CDs because it allows me to know, okay, can I go big with this pull because I know everyone's got cooldowns ready to go. As a healer, I don't care about your offensive CDs, but I care about your defensive ones, because then if I'm sitting there going, hey, we need to make sure we're defensive in this, I could say that with confidence, knowing that, hey, here's a Shield of Vengeance, here's Unending Resolve, here's Shield Wall. And I know that these guys have it, so that there's no damn excuse that they have for saying, oh, I didn't have my CDs up. No, I could see them. So that's the only thing maybe I would adjust on that front. But let's dive into this key. I've taken out the sound out just because I don't know if everyone else in the group knew if he was recording or not. And I don't really care too much about like true levels of communication. I know they're all in Discord hanging out together and doing this key, but again, I don't know if all of them are down with that. So we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. Can I? Okay. So we're gonna back up here. All right. It's pretty standard first pull that we do here. You got your Jadefire Stomp down, which is good. Okay, you do have a Renewing Mist tracker up, which is good. Your Rising Sun Kick's off cooldown for way too long. So one thing to remember about Rising Sun Kick is that it does extend your hot durations. And it should be like, once you get your Renewing Mist out, you want a Rising Sun Kick, because with the talent build that you're running, you also apply a Renewing Mist to an ally as well. So, and apologies for the video quality, I have no control over it. So you need to make sure that you're Rising Sun Kick more on cooldown, which you are doing here, which is good. You cast a Big Shield's Gift there, which is probably good because it would start to stack up, but I didn't know if it was, I don't know if it's exactly needed. Damn, farm. So far so good. You got 11 stacks on your Mana Tea, which is good. I can see now here that these are showing you abilities that are up. One thing that you need to do, and I'm very bad at this as well, Thunder Focus Tea a lot more often. And then when you Thunder Focus Tea, Rising Sun Kick. Because it gives you a versatility buff, which is going to be helpful across the board here. Alright, good. You need to be getting... You've got to charge a Renewing Mist out. You need to make sure, ideally, you can get this onto every single person. And again, Rising Sun Kick more often. Got there. Of course, you got ink cap, so you can't control that. Alright, yep, good. Vivify on yourself. Nothing big there. One thing that I would recommend, since you are playing Conduit of the Celestials, is have a way to track... let me pause this real quick. So have a way to track this buff here. So Strength of the Black Ox basically makes it so that you get a reduced cast time, and it applies an Absorb Shield to all your nearby allies for a percentage of your maximum health. That's a very powerful set of absorbs, and it's just even more defensiveness for all of your tanks. Now, you're playing with a warrior who's very, very powerful, but in Mythic Plus right now, they're considered by a large part the meta tank. But I can already tell, because I see that you had the buff up here earlier and never once cast Enveloping Mist. Have a way to track that buff, whether you create a weak aura for it, or you find a way to make your own buff come up. Just something that allows you to see it, so that you can make sure that you're taking advantage of that buff, because it is very, very powerful and does a lot for your group. Alright, right now I'd be drinking Mana Tea. You're sitting at around 75% mana. You got a full stack of Mana Tea. Drink your Mana Tea right now. Your group is taking low damage right now, so there's plenty of time for you to make sure that you are full health, full mana for the boss. It's going to cut down on time. I know Zeus, so I know that he's probably going to, hopefully will track your mana, be able to see it, but no, looks like is he going to pull the boss? Nope, K-Lord almost did. Ah, he pulled the Blight Bags, okay. See, right here, you've got the... Yeah, now you see... You checked your Mana Tea a little late. Okay, so this was on Emissary Week. So one thing to note about Emissary Week is that you can touch a Death That when it's Emissary Week. As you can see, you got a disease tracker. Obviously, you can only dispel one at a time. Usually, I would dispel yourself there. Yeah, right now you have Strength of the Black Ox. You didn't use it there. So you lost out on that buff. You lost out on that opportunity to put a shield out on your entire party. So definitely be tracking that buff. Make it highlighted in your LVY or here in the middle with your weak auras, whatever you need to do in order to make it there. All right, the Fleshcrafter's throwing a cleaver on you. You want to make sure that you get in between another mob for that because it does big damage to the mob. It chunked you for like 25% of your health. Now you're wasting mana that you didn't necessarily have to use because you could have thrown it onto the Harvester or the Vanguard. And apologies, I am eating dessert while I'm doing this because I deserve the treat. All right, so Emissary is out. Let's see how Zeus is going to do. Oh, he's going to go pull along the back there. Again, you can touch of death this. Oh, wait, your touch is down. Okay, your touch is down. That's fine. All right. Yeah, you got some damage rolling out, but everyone's looking pretty safe right now. Let's make sure you get in cap there. So you need to make sure your team's getting kicks. Let's see. You got GG Swiftness, which is fine. Of course, everyone gets the diseases. Shielding them up. That's good. That's a good use of there. Oh, you got decursive. That's what it is. Alright. So you don't have a hero for this. It's going to make it interesting. This is a 4 on Tyrannical. Alright. So right here, I would have Fort Brewed that. Fort Brew that, and then immediately GG, so that you can get in there and set that up. You're playing a little bit too far back. You need to remember, your hots are going to get extended by Rising Sun Kick. You want to try to maintain your uptime as much as possible on any boss that you're fighting. Because damage is going out there. Alright, you got your Void Emissary up. Again, you can touch of death it. Good. Good. Alright, next Thieving Wretch is coming out, and unfortunately the party's not positioned in the greatest spot. Don't walk that way. Ooh, you took that damage unnecessarily. Okay. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of happy feet, which is understandable. But again, you're backing out when you don't need to at this moment. So, like you spinning crane kicked nothing there. So until the circles come out, you need to make sure that you're staying with your uptime on the boss at all times. And again, because you didn't Mana Tea earlier, you went into this boss with only about 75% mana. And obviously you're seeing that your mana is drained. You got underneath 50% there now. Luckily enough, you're able to get a decent little tea off. But again, you're standing where the wretch is going. You need to make sure that you're moving out of that. But other than that, this boss fight is going well. You've taken a couple of unnecessary hits there, but not the end of days. Got your August Dynasty. And a big thing, again, is that like you've not used your Ox benefit once. Conduit of the Celestials I haven't seen gone out here. Is it on cooldown and I missed it? Yeah, it is on cooldown. Now, remember, one thing about Conduit of the Celestials, let's look at this real quick. Because this is something that a lot of people don't remember. With this talent here, Unity Within, you can actually recast Conduit of the Celestials, make all of these pop out again. Or all 4 of these right here pop out again. So remember to do that. A lot of people either forget or don't. Oops. Hey, look, my face. So a lot of people will forget that that's something that you can do with this. So make sure that when you're using your Conduit of the Celestials, it's really good. Conduit of the Celestials is a big healing cooldown. So make sure that you're taking advantage of the fact that you have that. You can use it off of a Wretch. You can use it off of thing there. Got a couple of Gorges going out, so someone's taking big damage. It's Alessa in this case, and you. Cocoon her, cocoon her. Oh, the boss died, so you didn't need to cocoon. That's good. Did nobody get the spear? Okay. So right now I'll be communicating, hey, I went to get the spear, I'm not close. Oh, I don't have water. Shit. Okay. And again, right now I'd be chugging Mana Tea. Or sit down and drink. Your Thunder Focus Tea, I don't think it's been used once, this key. So make sure that you are taking advantage of Thunder Focus Tea. It does a lot for you. Yeah, focus that Necromancer because it's going to kill everything else around it. Alright. I mean, you're doing a decent job of maintaining all the health bars right now. Zoosh, I would have pulled these in with the Necromancer, but, you know, it is what it is. Yes, it adds kicks, but, you know, this group can handle it. Alright, he's going to pull the Marauder in with this. He should. Yeah, good way to get out of that. You probably didn't need to cocoon yourself there. You could probably just get out of that, and then this would be a great place to use your conduit. Good, good. Good use of conduit there. Let's see if I can fix the... Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but it's fine. Alright, so this is a very, very nasty pull. Lots of kicks that needs to be done here. Necrotic Bolt is going to put out a lot of healing absorbs. I would Chi-Ji this. Alright, you used Revival. You got a full stack of Shielin's Gifts for the next set of damage that goes out. If you're ready to... No, I wouldn't use it here. No. Okay, so let's take a quick assessment of what we're looking at. Alright. Let me go back here. I'm gonna go back. This is a shitty program to do this on. Alright. So let's take assessment here. You have your 10 stacks of Shielin's Gift. You've used Revival. You have a Cocoon up. But look at the health of your party. Everyone's fine. You've got Hots rolling on you. You've got Hots rolling on Zeus. You're casting a Soothing Mist on him now, which is fine. You can take Soothing Mist in this build. I don't, but you know, you've got a Soothing Mist going. You've got an Enveloping on him. You've got a Renewing on him. He's fine. No one else is taking damage. There are 2 Necrotic Bolt casts going out right now, and a Death Burst about to happen. But look what happens with your party health. So right now you're casting Shielin's Gift. Why? It's going to hit all 5 of your party members. Much more mana efficient to just Vivify Zeus here. And be done with that. Or hell, run in Rising Sun Kick with a Thunder Focus T, so that you can get your Hots extended on everyone else, and including Zeus, and get the burst healing off of your Ancient Teachings. Playing a little far back here. Now, I know you got out because of the Dark Shroud, the Grim Fate, the bullshit around, and you're sitting with 3 melee total along with you. So I understand why you made this decision, but you can't be afraid of staying in. Like, you're losing your Rising Sun Kick uptime, you're losing your Renewing Mist uptime. Like, stay in. You still have a, down here at the bottom, I see you still have Fort Brew. You still have... let me see if you had Diffuse on this. Did you have Diffuse? No, you did not take Diffuse. So you don't have Diffuse in this build, but you're getting Yulon's Grace Healing. But you still have your Fort Brew, you still have your Hellstone. So you have ways to survive that build. Why are you hanging out here? This is where I should be hanging out on my Evoker. If I'm a monk, I'm standing right here next to Crackbird. Getting in there and punching things. So, could be a little more efficient. And again, you had Refreshing Jade Wind going as well, and you got no value out of it. Alright, so now you got, see, this is where your Shielin's would have been useful, right here. Single target, don't Spinning Crane Kick as much. Focus more on Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, and Tiger Paw. Just because it's much more effective. I like this T here. While everyone's getting weapons and getting the next setup going, make sure, yeah, good. Standing behind the mobs, because they do have a nasty, nasty frontal. Apparently, Alessa did not do that. Shout out to Alessa. But yeah, good getting her up, not panicking. You cocooned her, or you didn't cocoon her. I don't think. I'll see. Yeah, your cocoons. No, your cooldown's way too long on cocoon. Didn't cocoon her, just, casted a couple of Vivifies, got her back up. Again, you could use a Rising Sun Kick here. You need to make sure it's staying on cooldown because you don't have it. Not extending your hots, you got to get a little bit closer. Yeah, there you go. See here, yeah, that's all I would do. Is just make sure you got a Renewing Mist always going on somebody. All right, get in there and kick that Necromancer. Good leg sweep. Why are you backing out? Why are you backing out? Get in there. Rising Sun kicks up. Go. Get in there. Get in there and kick. Get in there and kick. You're backing out way too much. You're trying to step back and try not to cause problems for people in the group, but I mean, you're melee just like the rest of them are. Get in there. Again, why are you back here? Alright, a lot of damage going out. This would be a great place to GG. Oh, GG's on cooldown. Okay. I mean, you could revival here, and it'd be up before the boss would be ready. The other thing that you could do with this pull, there's a couple of things I'm going to say. Number one, stop being out here. Get in there. Get in there and kick. Like, you got a Rising Sun kick. You've got Thunder Focus T. You've got a Jadefire Stomp that you just put down in his reset. Like, you can easily reset, help reset this. The other thing that I would do is use your mob control. You could have ringed in this crossbowman and this mage, or you ring in this mage and this crossbowman, or you ring in this crossbowman. Help gather up these mobs so that you can, cleave them down. Really, the goal here should be to Zerg the Necromancer, which is what your group is doing. But you can use that control to get in there. Again, you have a Sheelan's Gift that you used probably a little bit too early. I would definitely be Thunder Focused T's Rising Sun Kick to get the Ancient Teaching healings going out. And I'd make sure that you're spreading out your Renewing Mist a lot more than what you are. Right now you don't have any charges on it, but you could. The goal is really, even at your haste levels, is that you can have all of these people Renewing Misted. Like, you can have 5 out. Like, I can get 5 out. No problem. So make sure that you're getting out all of these. But this right here, dude, like, you can't do this. Like, you lose so much value by not having your Rising Sun Kick going, or at least Blackout Kicking, or you can get in there and Spinning Crank Kick and get the healing off of that while contributing to damage. I mean, right now, things are starting to hit the fan just slightly. You're trying to, I wouldn't worry about decursing these chilled effects, because they're just going to get placed back on the moment either one of these mages casts their Frostbolt again. I would more focus on making sure that you're healing. So heal yourself, heal Alessa, heal farm, get these 3 up and going, get a Renewing Mist on Zeus as soon as it comes back up. K-Lord can kind of take care of himself. I'm not stressed about that. I would not be trying to decurse. I'd be focused on getting health bars up. Whether you do that through hitting a revival, or just trying to look at what tools you have. You don't have Conduit. You don't have a fully stacked Sheelan's. Yeah, really your best bet is to get in there and Rising Sun Kick some people, and then Spinning Crane Kick to try and get the health from there. That's going to be my goal. You can't be sitting out here. You just can't. You're losing so much value. Alright, Manatee. 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 Good leg sweep. Good, good. Get your Renewing Mist out. Good, I like this. Much more aggressive with your damage. I like that. Good Enveloping Mist on Zeus. Make sure he's good and healthy and protected. Touch of Death it. Good. Help kick the Necrotic Bolts. Trust your tank. Zeus is going to kick that, or whoever kicked that. Trust them to do that. That's not a good ring of peace. Not a good ring of peace. If you wanted to ring of peace that, here, let's go back a few seconds. At this point, if you're going to decide to ring of peace, ring right here. Keep these shuffling corpses away for a second. But using ring of peace to interrupt this, you would have been better off using paralyze. But what happens is because you place the ring here, you knock this sorcerer away, you effectively hurt the cleave damage of all three of your DPS and Zeus. So I would not... I don't think that's a great ring of peace there. Yeah, I would have placed it here and kept these corpses away. Not that they do much. Again, you spinning crane kicked out here where you didn't hit anything. You're not getting value off that healing. Especially when Rising Sun Kick is up. Extend your hots. Get your hots out there. Vivify farm. Rising Sun Kicks up, use it. Alright. It's easy enough, yeah. Again, spinning crane kick in a single target's not as effective from a damage perspective as you think it is. So try to avoid doing that if you can. Even in like 2 targets, you can probably just safely get away and get more value out of using Tiger Palm and Blackout Kick so that you could reset your Blackout Kick or Rising Sun Kick as much as humanly possible. Alright. You got 10 stacks of Sheelans. You've got no Renewing Mist out. Get them out. Even if there's low damage going out, it's still good to go ahead and get Renewing Mist out, because then you're going to be prepped for when damage comes in, because this next pull, if you pull, whether it's the mini-boss or this pack by this bridge, there's going to be AoE damage that goes out. Having these Renewing Mist out and extending them as long as you can with the Rising Sun Kick is going to allow you to be prepped. See? Good. You got your Renewing Mist out here. I would not make Zeus do this. Zeus, what are you doing? Buddy, don't do that. Alright, right now there's low damage going out. I'd roll through and do the RP. Alright, you rolled and then Tiger's Lusted yourself. That is not the most efficient use of your movement. Barely got out of that. You got a Renewing Mischarge out there, get it. Nope, you're renewing someone that didn't need it. Rip farm. Nothing you can do about that. That's not a death on you. Get your Renewing Mists out. Remember, We Awaken doesn't need a target. You can just cast it. Okay. So as soon as this goes off, I would Mana Tea to full here. Yeah, get farm. I throw a Enveloping on him. Throw an Enveloping. Okay, farm. Got himself healed up through K-Lord, it looks like. I would Mana Tea right here. Mana Tea yourself to full. And it gives you the mana reduction. Don't forget that. Alright, so far so good on the boss. Alright, let's see how you do this. You can help out quite a bit with this. Kick it. Alright. So you're not helping yourself here. We're not helping ourselves here. Alright. Let's talk about this. So let's look at your situation that you're in. You have Ring of Peace. You have Leg Sweep. Looks like. Do you have Leg Sweep? Can't tell. Alright, Chi-Ji is out. Alright, I can tell. You have Chi-Ji out right here. If Chi-Ji is out, why are you over here? Remember what Chi-Ji does. Alright, let's go back to our talent tree. Invoke Chi-Ji. Summon its effigy of Chi-Ji for 25 seconds. It kicks up a gust of mist when you Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, or Spinning Crane Kick. Are you in range to do any of that? I mean, I don't mean to sound sarcastic or mean. Like, this is just, these are the things you have to think about. Like, you've gone into full, when Chi-Ji is out, you are basically committing yourself to going into full damage mode. because you're going to get so much healing spread out of this, and you're getting the enveloping mist reductions that you're not taking advantage of as well as I think you could. That's going to allow you to spread that renewing breath. So a couple of things that you can do right off the start of this fight. Let's go back just a few seconds. So instead of running over here, you don't have your kick up for 2 seconds. This frostbolt volley is going to go off right as your kick is here. Instead of trying to do this, get back on the boss and ring of peace him. Ring of peace him closer in so that you interrupt the cast, and it gives you a second to get there. And you can see that K-Lord has the healing absorb because he got hit by a necrotic bolt. Allows you to do something about it. By trying to take care of this mage, like solo it basically, you're putting yourself behind. So, it's not that your crowd control isn't important, it's just that you can use it in a much more effective way. Watch what happens here because you're spending time trying to kick this. It goes off, all of a sudden everyone's now at 80%. Guess what? Another frostbolt volley goes off. Another one goes off. Ring of peace this. Meanwhile, you've gone full GG, are standing out here, about to get hit by this breath with a necrotic bolt on yourself. While your party's not in danger right now, you've set yourself behind and lost a lot of value off of many of your cooldowns. Like, you revivaled here when you didn't really need to, if you had set yourself up at the beginning of this fight properly. If you'd gotten in and max valued your GG or ring of peace this mage to interrupt that volley, you would have saved yourself a lot of damage intake for your party and saved yourself a lot of efficiency that you had to now dump into this key. Get out of the way of the breath. Let's see if you do. Barely rolled through it. You took a very dangerous path for that. Luckily your party got over there in time, but look, now you're behind. You took some big shots. Farm is taking some big shots. You, right now, this is where your Shield's Gift would be useful. This is where brewing yourself would be useful. Healthstoning yourself would be useful while you try to get farm up. So, when in doubt, always save yourself. I know it seems selfish, and it kind of goes against the idea of healing. In this case, you have a paladin that can battle res. You do have a battle res up. In fact, you should have 2 up by this point, because you haven't had to use any. You can get farm back up. Get yourself free, because if you go down, this whole fight's gone to shit. You almost killed yourself. Why are you backing out? Get in there. I would have ringed this mage back here that's the X. But you actually used ring this time. Good job getting over there. Nope, kick it. Kick it. You didn't have your kick. You didn't kick in time. Now you put yourself behind. Again, comes back to the situational awareness. So you put yourself in a bad position because you didn't use your ring in the most efficient way. And because you were so focused on trying to kick this mob when it comes out, like, you're trying to ring this crossbowman, but what can be done here, what I'm looking at, is this warrior's going to run in. He's kicking this. Zeus is going to kick this mage. Or K-Lord is, or Alessa is. Somebody's going to kick this mage. Then what Zeus is going to do is pull this over to the crossbowman. Like that, like as a tank, that's what I'm thinking we're going to do here. And so what he's asking is someone do something about this. So what you should do is ring this mage over closer. And then either, right now Alessa's got her kick. I would say, hey Alessa, or farm, can you kick the other mage? Because right now you're looking at a situation where you've got farm and K-Lord both taking damage. You've got a renewing mischarge up. And you're not doing anything with it right now. I'd get that onto yourself, run to Zeus. You've got no cooldowns outside of your Shield's Gift. Like, you're kind of in an awkward position, and you're trying to do too much here. Communication here, like I said, I would have rung, if you ring this mage, and then Alessa or farm kick it, because they both have their kick still. Like, you're going over there, you don't have kick. Why are you trying to kick this? Why are you over there? And because of that, you put yourself in a bad position. And you died with Fort Brew up. Like, you got to be more aggressive with your defensives. Now, luckily, your group can get over there. They kill this mage, it looks like. Farm dies in the meantime. I'd be battle resing you right now. So Kaylor gets the battle res off. Take it, take it, take it. Get up, 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 get up. You were 5 seconds too slow on that. And look, now your whole party's behind and you've got nothing. Shaylin's gift this. Shaylin's gift this. Conduit is fine too. Roll that to Zeus. Roll that to Zeus. Zeus has got it. Alright, cool. Ring the mage. Shaylin's gift. Yeah. Yeah, so this fight got out of hand for you. And it's basically all comes down to you weren't efficient with your cooldowns. So, I don't know if Zeus is going to do that. Yeah, you got frostbolted by the mage because there was, at that point, you had no kicks. You didn't have a ring. You did rings on the wrong targets. Kind of is what it is. All right. Let's get back here. All right. Now you have every cooldown except Stone Form. And Stone Form you're going to have up shortly, although Stone Form's not going to do a ton in this fight. You get the reset on cookies, which is good. You need to use them more aggressively. Ooh, you cut off your enveloping mist. I wouldn't have done that. Finish the cast and then roll in. Get your renewing mist out. You got a charge out there. Use it. The cocoon on Alesso is probably a little bit of a panic. Good ring. That's a good ring. That's on your DPS. Yep, good. Your DPS got the other one. See, now look how much better you're sitting here. Get farm healed. Kaylor's got a debuff on him. Good roll. Get out of the way. Good. Renewing mist. You got a charge up. You got 2 of them out. Get your renewing mist out. Get your renewing mist out. No, stop moving away from the boss. Renewing mist. Good. See? Look how much more set up you guys are now. You're in a much safer place. Conduit this. You don't have conduit. You don't have Chi G. Because you're not maximizing Chi G. Maximize Chi G. You got no value out of that Chi G. Alright. So let's talk about Chi G, because we talked about this a couple times. So when you pop Chi G, the big thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you're getting in there and that you have an ability that when you know you're words. Get it in there when you know you're going to have the ability to do damage. Because the value out of Chi G comes from the fact that you're going to get healing off of your main single target abilities. Rising Sun Kick, Spinning Grain Kick, mainly Rising Sun Kick and Blackout Kick. Alright, now, also remember, when you do 3 damage instances of Blackout Kick or Rising Sun Kick, you get basically a free enveloping mist on a target that will then spread Renewing Breath. So what you want to do is, generally speaking, is when you pop Chi G, you're going to Rising Sun Kick immediately if it's up, and then Blackout Kick. Now, Blackout Kick generally will hit 2 targets, so you're good there. Or at least Tiger Palm 1. So what you want to do is, really before you do Chi G, Tiger Palm once, so you get 2 stacks on your Teachings of the Monastery. Pop Chi G, Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick twice. See if you get the reset. And then Enveloping Mist somebody. I would start with the tank or yourself. Repeat. Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick. You get 3 stacks. Rising Mist someone else. Now you're a melee stack. So I'd focus on you, Zeus, and then either Alessa or Kaylor. That's the order. Farm's fine. You got to stay in the whole time. Because that's how you're going to get your value. Now, right now, you can get about 2 Enveloping Mist out because haste levels are low. End of Dragonflight, we're able to get 3, no problems. As her haste levels continue to go, you should be able to get back to getting those 3. But anytime you pop GG, you need to make sure that you're getting at least those 2 free Enveloping Mist off because you're going to gain a lot of value out of it. Especially if you have Strength of the Ox up with it, where you're going to get that Absorb Shield on all 5 of your party members. So when you pop GG, you've got to stay in and you've got to do your damage and you cannot Spinning Crane Kick. Like you spinning crane kick way too much. You need to focus more on getting your blackout kicks in so that you can reset your rising sun kicks and extend those hot durations. Good on stomp, good. Good, your tiger palming, good. Low damage, good. You got your renewing mist out. Good, good. You got to charge a renewing mist, get it on someone else. Put it on farm. Alright, I had to animate X. Ring X. Ring X. Or kick it. You didn't kick it. Now you're behind. Con of the Celestials doesn't have as big a range as you think it does. Make sure you're getting in tight with that. You've got Touch of Death. Go Touch of Death. Why are you out here? Get in. You're a melee healer. She should release. She releases right here. She releases right here. Tell her to release. Don't forget she releases right here. So the Necropolis area. Alright, so you got the Throat Cleaver. Good, good. Got it on the creation. I think someone intercepted it though. Alright, Alyssa's is gonna... Oh, she got out. Good. Vengeful Retreat for the win. Alright, pretty straightforward so far. Again, get your Renewing Mist out. Gotta charge. Get it on somebody. I don't have a problem with the Soothing Mist there, but you got Renewing Mist. You got 2 of them. You got 2 charges of Renewing Mist and 4 people without it. Fix that. So the theme, I'm seeing a theme here, is that you're running out. Like, why are you out there? Get in. Get in with that stitch work. Get inside with that stitch work. Get in with that stitch work. Rising Sun Kick. That Void Emissary would chase you. Don't worry about it. Get in there. Yep. Jade Fire. Oh, it's not up yet. Sheelan's gifted nothing again. Like, I understand wanting to use it, but, like, there needs to be actual damage going out on that. Why did it not chase you? Yeah, that's weird. It usually chases you. Alright, you tried to go over there with 1% health on it and pulled yourself out of range of doing actual damage. You're just gonna eat that. Yep, you ate that. Didn't need to. As you get into higher keys, that will kill you, so make sure that you're kind of pushing yourself to position that accordingly. Yeah, again, why are you out of melee range? Where's your value in that? Why are you over here? Next mob's over there. See, right now, I want to assess this. This right here, brilliant. You've got Renewing Mist out on everybody. So this makes it that when you Vivify somebody, you're going to have good cleave healing if more people take damage. You've got to drain fluids out. 3 people with a kick. Hopefully one of them get it. But this right here, this is what I want to see more of. You've got Renewing Mist out on multiple targets. Alright? You've got no charges in the bank, but you got one that's about to come up, which you can refresh onto K-Lord. Like, this right here, this is exactly what you want to see. This is going to make it so that when you get in there, in terms of your Renewing Mist usage, everyone's going to get some value out of it. Whether, I mean, yes, they're full health. 4 of them are full health right now. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of overhealing. But what's going to happen is that somebody's going to take damage here. And you're already going to be prepped to manage it. So I want to point that out because that's a good thing. We want to point out good things in this video as well as give feedback. I like this conduit here. Remember, you can activate it a second time while it's channeling. Get those Celestials out there. Why are you back here? Finn, buddy. Why are you afraid of melee range? Random Tiger's Lust, but not a big deal. Alright, you got a charge of Renewing Mist. Use it. Alright, so your DPS have it. Don't stand in between them. Oh god, he stood in between them. Alright, so Alessa stood in between them, so she took a big chunk. So good job anticipating that. I like that you Soothing Misted and got both hots on her. That's good. Again, you got your Rising Mist out on everyone. See what happens when you can Rising Sun Kick and you get those Rising Mist out? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you out here? What are you doing? He's about to take big damage. Good. Good group. Good job, guildies. Finn, buddy. You could have done so much more damage. These mobs would be 5% lower if you were just in there. You're just gonna eat that? Yeah, probably because you couldn't get the fixation off. That's fine. That's fine. And was it? Good Manatee. Alright, yep, kill this while Gorgrind comes out. Good. Alright, let's see how you handle this. It's going to be big damage on the tank. You've got all your cooldowns, so you're good. Shieldings is stacking up. Good, getting your Renewing Mist out. Look at that. Good job. Staying in there. Good. Perfect. Nope, don't back up. I don't know why you back up every time you want a Soothing Mist. It doesn't have a range. You can stand right inside Zeus and be fine. It'll still work. You're still in melee range though, so that's fine. Good. Keep your Resistance and Kick on cooldown. Good. Very good pull. This is, like, you do this on almost every pull, you're going to have a lot more success. Very good pull. Very good pull. Why are we running out there? We know where Rotspew's coming from. Zeus used to get in there. Ah, that's why you wanted to do that. I wouldn't have left that Zeus. I would have run over there and been in charge range so you get the rage off of that. Alright. Don't have a problem with you being out there because of the puddle. But you got all your Renewing Mist out. Good. Why are you backing up? Get in there. Get in there. Rising Sun Kicks on cooldown. Get it on cooldown. Good. No, don't roll out that way. Get in there. Alright, no touch of death for this. That's fine. Good getting out. That's fine. Don't waste the mana. Why are you spinning Cranky King? You were nowhere near Rotspew at all. Get your hots on Zeus. Get your hots on Zeus. Good. You gotta charge a Renewing Mist out. Get it out on somebody. Get it out on farm. Alright, you got the meat hooks. Sidestep. Good. Get out. Good. I like that. Good roll. Conduited a little bit too early, in my opinion. Should have conduited when the boss came down so you could do that. Remember, you can activate it a second time. I would GG this. GG this and do all the damage you can to Stitch Flesh. GG this and do all the damage you can do to Stick Flesh. Get in between you and the boss. You and the boss. You and the boss. Good. Oh, the hook didn't go off. Somebody got in the way. Goodbye, farm. Yep, that was unfortunate. That's not... I have zero blame on you for that. He didn't react fast enough, and... Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, nice recovery. Nice recovery. Oh, did it hook the emissary? Oh, that's probably... This was before that bug was fixed, I think. Okay. I would tell Kaylor to get farm up. You have a res. Why is it farm up? Roll through and get onto the Stitch Flesh. Roll through and get onto Stitch Flesh. You're losing so much damage. Get onto Stitch Flesh. Why are you out here? You GG'd and you're not in there. What, you spinning Crank Kick? Nothing, buddy. Killing me with this. You're gonna miss that hook, but that's fine. What are you doing? Yeah, I would... Yeah, conduit this. That's good. Cocoon onto Zeus. Manatee, Jade Fire Stomp, go. Or Thunder Focus and... Thunder Focus and Rising Sun Kick. Why are you spinning crank kicking? There's nothing to spinning crank kick. Okay. I mean, the Q is absolutely timeable. I think a combination, like, there are definitely things that you could have done that would have increased the damage output. Obviously, these two are fine, and this was, I know this was a few weeks ago. Everyone's eye levels jumped like 4 or 5 item levels since you recorded this, I believe, so. No hero in this group didn't help either, so that hurts. Like, in a dungeon like Necrotic Wake, especially on Tyrannical, where the bosses are just brutal, not having hero makes this key much harder. Why are you backing out? What are you doing? Get in there. Dispel farm. Good. You got your Renewing Mist out, which is good. That's a good Sheelan's. I don't mind that. I would not have conduited that. I would have conduited here. Alright, so farm's out. We know he's downstairs. He's going to have to take care of himself. Luckily, he should have Hellstones. Get all this out, and good waiting. Good waiting on your group. Good. Alright, Void Emissary is coming out. I would touch of Death the Emissary. Why are you over here? Get back in. You're fine. Everyone's fine. Get back in. You're stable. Believe me, you're stable. Goodbye, K-Lord. Good. Probably need to move that a little bit faster. Farm's not going to take this to the corner. That's unfortunate. Why are you spinning crank kicking? Yep, this is the part where you get your Renewing Mist out. You got 2 charges. 2 charges and 2 people that don't have it. Get it out. Alright, so far so good. You kept this fight very stable. Does Kaylor go to the right place? No, he doesn't. Oh, Kaylor's about to screw you guys. Alright, Kaylor should take care of himself. He should free him. Again, I wouldn't conduit that because you're not getting the type of value on it, because conduit does more when you're around. Why are you over here? Standing on your Jade Fire Stomp doesn't help you right here. Yeah, see, Kaylor can free himself, and that should have been communicated. Oh, she put that in a bad spot. Cocoon her. That's a good Sheelan's gift. That's a good one. Probably didn't need to roll that, but that's fine. Like, you avoided the damage. That's the most important thing. Okay. Overall, I'm going to look at the big themes here. So the big themes that I want to point out. Be more aggressive about spreading your Renewing Mist. Do not get out of the fight. You back out and stand in the middle of nowhere entirely too much. You also spinning crank kick nothing quite a bit. Those are the big things. Take advantage and practice some Chi work. Grab someone at a thing and practice just casting, doing the Chi rotation on them. Because you didn't get a lot of value out of Chi. You didn't fort brew once. There are at least 3 or 4 times you could fort brew. Use your defensives. Use your Hellstones. You have them. Use them. Thunder Focus Tea. I'm not very good about using Thunder Focus Tea myself, but Thunder Focus Tea does a lot. Particularly when it comes to Rising Sun Kick, it puts it on like a 3-second cooldown. So you can Thunder Focus Rising Sun Kick, cast another spell, and a Rising Sun Kick again. By the time all those GCDs rotate through, you're going to have Rising Sun Kick back up. So use Rising Sun Kick, particularly if you end up taking Secret Infusion. That also gives you a versatility buff. So you're going to get a lot of value out of that. So overall, there's definitely some things that you got to work on. There's a lot of good things that you're doing. Definitely some things that you need to continue to improve upon, because it's as you start getting into higher keys, that type of stuff is going to it's going to gut your team. So overall, good things to do. I'd say practice your TG rotation, practice your renewing mist, and stop being afraid of being in the middle of the fight. You back out way too much. Those are the 3 things I want you to do for homework. All right. Appreciate you letting me do this, Finn. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you learned some things. I know it was a very long video, and I apologize for that. But when we do these coaching videos, I want to make sure that we're getting as much value out of it as we can. So until the next video, hope you all stay safe. Hope you enjoy yourself, having fun. You keep on gaming. We'll see you next time.